Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new episode of Vinland Saga, which is on episode 22 on season 2. This episode right here was actually pretty cool and very nice and etc. So by all means, let's just get this started. Of course, the episode picks off where Thorfinn takes on 100 hits, and it looked like to me he's able to handle it pretty greatly, and it's really pretty much intense. As for Snake and Omar, they see what was going on and they try to help Thorfinn out, saying like they're gonna give up the farm and so forth. But Thorfinn says, no, I'm not giving up. I gotta do this the right way and the correct way, that kind of thing. Eventually, Thorfinn gets up and eventually takes on 100 hits. Eventually, the guy who was punching him 100 times actually is tired and actually gives Thorfinn his respect. He says, "You are a true warrior, and I give you big props for what you can do." We had to also Thorfinn after talking to one of like Knut's like advisors. I think that's his advisor. I don't remember his name, but all I could say is that he's the advisor of Knut or a guy that trains him. I don't know, but one thing's for certain is that the guy was actually impressed by Thorfinn's resilience to take on those 100 hits, and that fighting would have been a better way to solve it. However, Thorfinn says otherwise, and that a true warrior doesn't need a sword, and that none of you got I don't have any enemies, and this puts Thorfinn on a good path to like his father. I can see a lot of people saying that they did not like and they are hating or not liking season 2 because compared to season 1. We all have to understand that this series used to be if I remember correctly, back then, Vinland Saga used to be a shonen, but later on turned to a seinen kind of thing, And even though, as much as I like action, I like this series about Thorfinn having his own character development, He used to be a ravaged, savage warrior kind of guy on the battlefield, and now he's trying to turn into a better person, becoming a true warrior, a pacifist, You guys get the idea. Those of you guys who watched Vinland Saga up to this day, and maybe must have read the manga up to date or something, you'll get the idea. I'm an anime only, just speaking the truth here and there. So yeah. We had to, Thorfinn, eventually ends up having to finally able to finally get let's see here, a presence or talk on one-on-one with Knut, Eventually, Thorfinn and Knut do greet each other, etc., and they end up having to say their proper introductions and say thank yous and all that, whatever it is, here and there. But Thorfinn asks Knut if he could just get off the land because he already did enough damage. But Knut says, no, I need this land for resources, that kind of thing. You get the idea. And Knut talks about how he wants to rebel against God, You get the idea, etc. I mean, Knut also wants to build a paradise for Vikings as well, and so forth. Those guys who read the manga or watched this episode, you'll understand where Knut's speech is coming from, And especially Thorfinn, when it comes to between two sides of the different coin or two sides of the same coin, one wants to do this the right way, the other wants to do violence whatsoever, etc. We have to Knut wants to build a paradise, but he needs power. He wants to rebel against the one called God, that kind of thing. But whatever the case may be, Knut, on the other hand, knows how crazy human beings are, and that we are violent, we are chaotic, and then we have to. But Knut wants to build a paradise, and that he needs he needs this land and resources, lands and resources whatsoever, and we have to it that Knut overall would not surrender, he's not going to leave the farm, and that if you really want him to leave, they would have to kill his forces and kill him. That's the only way to stop him. And Knut threatens Thorfinn, can you really do that, that kind of thing, and so forth. Episode ends off there. Preview next episode, it is called Two Paths. I don't know, that's what it's called here and there. So I do not know what's about to happen for this negotiation, but the preview of next episode, it may turn out positive or negative. We'll have to find out. But I thought the conversation and what Thorfinn did as a pacifist to try to not go into violence whatsoever, I mean, pretty crazy stuff here and there. Anyways, Thorfinn, he pretty much took on 100 hits, obvious from the get-go, and that just shows how strong he is and how resilient he is. All that fighting and training, even though he hasn't fought for 4 years, he still maintained that powerful strength to keep resilient for 100 hits whatsoever, Although he did it in a way that's not like taking on hits directly here and there, That kind of thing. Anyways, despite that, although Thorfinn did lose 2 teeth in his mouth, which, yeah, that sucks, but whatever. That aside, Thorfinn finally gets an audience or a talk with Canute and asks Canute to get out, to please do not attack the farm or just give up on it. But Canute says, no, I'm not going to do that, that kind of thing. So pretty much it was pretty tough, and Canute threatens Thorfinn, if you want me to stop, you got to kill me, man. That's the only way to get me to stop, kind of thing. So, preview next episode is called Two Paths, and we're getting close to the end for what I understand and what I researched so far. So yeah, right now, if they even continue to fight, man, it's GG. It's already game over. It's already game over because there's no way they stand a chance against these warriors that are trained and meant to kill. So yeah, don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I can promise you this, that it can either turn out bloody or peacefully. We'll have to find out next week. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.